The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved in the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice. We strive to achieve this balance. That is commendable. But remember, the dragon blood is itself a gift of... Your destiny requires you to use your voice. Why else would... If you remember to use your voice in service to the purpose of Akatosh. We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice. Sky, guard you. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? Do not be so sure about that. Beware. The Blades may claim to serve the Dragon. As for me, I kept from you only what you were not yet ready to know. No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einarth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make. No, I cannot teach it to you because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. But not Dragonrend. The knowledge of that shout was lost in the time before history began. Perhaps only its creators ever knew it, but I am not the one to speak of it to you. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax. Parthenon lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way.
Greetings. Greetings, Wunderneek. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain? Yes, Vaza. You speak true, Dovahkiin. Forgive me. It has been long since I held Tinvak with a stranger. I gave in to the temptation to prolong our speech. Evenar Balok, there are many hungers it is better to deny than to feed. Drechni Nakib, discipline against the lesser, aids in Kachnar, denial of the greater. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude? Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. Why do you intrude here if not for Tinvak? A gift, Dovahkiin. You'll understand fire as the Dove do. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor, mortal. Even for one of Dovasos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me? Ah, I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Yes, they are very protective of me, Bachlan Fadon. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum? Yes, Alduin, Zemach, the elder brother, gifted, grasping, and troublesome, as is so often the case with firstborn. But why? Why must you stop Alduin? Bruza, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa? Lean Vokin? Would you stop the Paz? A fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name throat of the world? True, but few now remember that this was the very spot where Alduin was defeated by the ancient tongues. Varucht Unslad. Perhaps none but me now remember how he was defeated. Yes and no. Viknus Nikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time. Not intentionally. Some hoped he... which is why I have lived here for thousands of mortal years. How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not... The Kelle, Elder Scroll. But this is only a small Tid Kren. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it. Croesus, no. You are likely better informed than I. Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the word. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into your Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol. In your tongue, the word simply means fire. It is change given form, power. That is the true meaning of Yol. Think of this as the fire builds in your sum, in your breath. Sum Ark Mora, which calls to you, Dovahkiin. Fus, Faim, or Yol. Fade in your tongue. Mortals have greater affinity for this word than the Dove. Everything mortal fades away in time, but ponder the meaning. That is fine. Let Dremyolok, which calls to you. It is called force in your tongue. But as you push the world, so think of the... That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum Ark Mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back. Speak. Which calls to you, Dovahkiin. In your tongue. Which calls to you, Dovahkiin. In your tongue, the word simply means fire. It is change given form, power at its most primal. Speak. Which calls to you, Dovahkiin. Fade. Pond. That is fine. Let that meaning fill you, Sum Ark Mora. You will find that your spirit will give you more strength. Speak. Which calls to you, Dovahkiin. Fade in your tongue. Pond. That is fine. Which calls to you. It is think. That is fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum arc mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back. Sum arc mora.
No!
Grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. So, you spoke to Parthenets. The dragon blood burns bright within you. Did he tell you what you wanted to know? Did he teach you the dragon rend shout? Well, so be it. If he believes it is necessary for you to learn this, we will bow to his wisdom. We have never concerned ourselves with the scrolls. The gods themselves would rightly fear to tamper with such things. As for where, they may be able to tell you something about the Elder Scroll you seek. Perhaps not. But this shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who... If the world is meant to end, so be it. You have learned so much already, Dragonborn. Growing your gift too quickly would be dangerous. But there are many words of power in Skyrim, carved in the dragon tongue. Even from here we can feel the Thum resonate from them. Finding these lost words would be a sufficient test to temper your abilities with experience. Ask when you are ready to search. We have felt the whisper of a word. Give Dragons have the inborn ability to learn and project their voice. Dragons also are able to absorb the power of their slain brethren. A few mortals are born with similar abilities. Whether a gift or a curse has been a matter of debate down through the centuries. What you have already learned in a few days. Some believe that Dragonborn are sent into the world by the gods at times of great need. We will speak more of that later, when you are ready. It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself. Dragons have always been able to shout. Language is intrinsic to their very being. There is no difference in the dragon. In mythic times, when mortal kind was in great need, the goddess Kinnereth, for most people, but for you, the dragon speech is in your blood, and you learn it almost without effort. The Blades were born of dragon-hating crusaders. They still carry that legacy, although they may not remember from whence it came. They carried out a genocide of dragons when they first came to Tamriel. And now, they will do it again. We study the way of the voice, according very few are permitted. But in your case, dragon, their voices are too powerful for anyone not trained in the way to withstand. Even a whisper could kill you. That may be what you were here for, Dragonborn. But stopping Alduin is one thing. Helping you wipe out dragons again is quite another. Dragons are part of the natural order of the world. But again, perhaps we would have dragon allies against Alduin if the ancient blades had not acted so arrogantly. The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortal, although this true in the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth practiced high above clear skies, it will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax. Perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Buckin. Focused on your goal, you will reach the summit.
can take you to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Get up there. What's the Jarl going to do about it?
How are we supposed to feel safe in our own home?
You're that one from the college. Heard about you.
Pickpocket. We've got... Huh? To eat!
fear you won't leave here alive.
You're not supposed to be in here.
You're not supposed to be in here.
I'm not going to warn you again.
This is the
Get
last
out,
time I'll say
or
it.
I'll call the
Get
guards.
out!
You should have listened.
Well now, what have we here? A lost little lamb.
Hearn and I do
Well
so
now,
adore.
what have we
this.
here?
These
A
guards
lost
are
little
such a
lamb.
bore.
Ah, so the Brotherhood has come for old Hearn, has it? Well then, let us meet as equals.
Someone do something. Somebody help. Help. Here, Frank. Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop. Other people just make things complex. Out here, we have guests as often as we can. We supply Felcreath trades with the surrounding holds, and without our wood, they would have trouble keeping their prices low.
We need to talk. Look, something is happening here. I'm not sure entirely what that something is, but, well, we need to find out. If the Night Mother really did give you an order to talk to a contact, we'd be mad to ignore it. And I think we'd both agree Cicero's brought quite enough madness to... So go. Go to Vollenrud. It's a crypt, pretty far to the northeast. Talk to this Armand Martier.
You reek of death, my friend. I salute you. Brother. Wonderful. The only good bard is a dead one as far as I'm concerned. All that singing and mirth. Your payment, as per the usual. No sarcasm this time. You faced a vampire and lived to tell the tale. Well done. And if you contracted sanguinare vampiris, be sure to get that taken care of, else you'll end up like our own Babette. Unless, of course, that was your goal all along. Here's your payment. Well, aren't we the eager one? Sorry to disappoint, but there's nothing. Try me again later.
Need something? If the Night Mother truly spoke to you, if you really are the listener, your destiny was written in the void. Astrid is right to fear your power.
Brother. Tidings. Until next time, brother.
Brother? Watch yourself out there.
By the almighty divines, you've come. You've actually come. This dreadful black sacrament thing. It worked. Yes, so it would seem. Well, I won't waste your time. I would like to arrange a contract. Several, actually. I dare say, the work I'm offering has more significance than anything your organization has experienced in, well, centuries. As I said, I want you to kill several people. You'll find the targets as well as their manners of elimination quite varied. I'm sure someone of your disposition will probably even find it enjoyable. But you should know that these killings are but a means to an end, for they pave the way to the most important target. The real reason I'm speaking with a cutthroat in the bowels of this detestable crypt, for I seek the assassination of the Emperor. Wonderful. You don't know how happy I am to hear you say that. So much has led to this day. So much planning and maneuvering. It's as if the very stars have finally aligned. But I digress. Here, take these to your superior. Rexus, the items.
Here.
Sealed letter will explain everything.
I have vowed to serve Armand Mortier until my dying breath.
You can use it
Let's
to pay for
remember
any
that.
and all expenses.
I have vowed to serve Armand Mortier until my
Is
dying
there
breath.
something
Let's
else you
remember
need? I performed the Black Sacrament, contacted you people, because I thought you guaranteed discretion. Is this no longer so? Oh, my furtive friend. When it is said that the Dark... If you do this, Oh, Rexus is no mere servant. He has been with the Mortier family since I was a child. I trust the man with my life. By the almighty divines, you've come. You've actually come. This dreadful black sacrament thing. It worked. Yes, so it would seem. I dare say. I'm sure someone... But you should know that these... The real... The Emperor. It's a shocking request, I know, but it is inside the purview of what you Dark Brotherhood type. You must But Rexus! The items. Rexus will now give you 2 items which must be passed along to your superior.
Here.
The sealed letter will explain everything that needs to be done. The amulet is quite valuable. You can use it to pay for any and all expenses.
You're back. Good. All right, so, did you meet this Motier? You're joking. What's this? By Sithis, you're not joking. To kill the Emperor of Tamriel. The Dark Brotherhood hasn't done such a thing since the assassination of Pelagius. As a matter of fact, no one has dared assassinate an Emperor of Tamriel since the murder of Uriel Septim, and that was 200 years ago. No, she certainly wouldn't. And, for whatever reason, she chose to relay Motier's information to you. I don't know exactly what's going on here, if you're the listener, or this is some fluke, or what. But what we now have before us... You're damn right we'll accept it. If we pull this off, the Dark Brotherhood will know a fear and respect we haven't seen in centuries. You think I'd abandon an opportunity to lead my family to glory? But this is all so much to take in. I need time to read the letter and figure out where we go from here. And this amulet. I'm thinking we need that amulet appraised. I want to know where it came. And there's only one man who can give us what we need. Give me the letter. Delvin Mallory and the Dark Brotherhood have... history. He can be trusted. You're back. Good. All right, so, did you meet this Motier? What did he want? Brother, watch yourself out there.
Yeah, you need something?
Something you need? Anything for the guild? Oh, well, you're making friends all up. So, but business, of course. What kind of business? Let's see. Where did you get this? No, don't answer. I don't want to know. This is an amulet of the Emperor's Elder Council, specially crafted for each member. Worth a small fortune. Ain't something you give up lightly. Look, it ain't my business to tell the Dark Brotherhood its business, but if you killed a member of the Elder Council, you'd better believe. Buy it. This. An Elder Council amulet. Oh yes. Oh yes indeed. Oh, wait. Just one moment. Here is a letter of credit, usable by Astrid only, for any service or item I can provide, as per our standard arrangement. You bring that back to your lovely mistress, with my regards.
Good, you're back. The Elder Council? Oh, now that explains quite a bit. Motier, you naughty, naughty boy. Hiring the Dark Brotherhood to help you rise beyond your station. Delicious. Was Mallory willing to buy the amulet? Splendid. Then we're ready to begin. Or, more specifically, you're ready to begin. After all, you're the one the Night Mother spoke to. Now then, I hope you have something nice to wear, because you're going to a wedding. Well, more like the public reception. It should be a lovely affair. Oh, yes. And they say romance is dead. Her name is Vittoria Vici. She oversees the East Empire Company's business holdings in Solitude. The wedding is being held in that city, at the Temple of the Divines. Her death will cause an uproar, which is exactly what we want. Vici is likely to address her guests frequently, as is the wedding custom. Kill her when she does that, and I promise you a significant bonus. Now go, and give my best to the bride. Off to Solitude with you. Time to give the Emperor some real motivation to visit Skyrim.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. More inside.